Hi friends, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. This is in continuation with the earlier video, the sewing tutorial of cascading ruffle frock. In my earlier video, I have given the detailed drafting, marking and cutting of cascading ruffle frock. So let's start the inbuilting of invisible zipper and a professional way of creating designer garment. Following the simple instructions you can create for any age. Align the bodice lining and the embossing neck together and give the basting stitch towards the neckline and the armholes. This is to keep in a place without disturbing the pattern. Also give the basting stitch to back panels. See, this is how it looks. Now I'll join the invisible zipper to the center back using the contrast color to make it visible. This is the invisible zipper having the teeth towards down side. Flip the invisible zipper towards wrong side and place it in the center back. Use the zipper footer and start sewing. Leave half an inch towards the waistline and lock. Before joining the zipper, press it well on the strips and adjust into the teeth. Check the zipper head is moving properly or not. Do the same thing for another side, placing wrong side of the zipper on the right side of the bodice. Leave half an inch before on the waistline and lock it. Check once again. You can see how well it's been inbuilt, and this is towards the wrong side. Now give the darts. Fold in the center of the shoulder line like this and give 4 inches for the dart. Towards back and front, it is optional. To give the perfect shape, I'll be giving the darts here. See, I sewn the darts. Align the shoulders of front and back and sew it together with the 1/4 inch seaming allowance. With the concealed raw edges, join the 1 inch strips to the shoulder line just above the sewn line for the concealing of raw edges. The strip right side has to be placed towards the wrong side of the front panel. Give the stitch line just above the shoulder sewn line. Trim off the excess fabric. Double fold the strip towards the back side like this and start sewing. That means the shoulder seaming should be sewn towards the back panel. Do the same thing for another side, concealing of raw edge shoulder line. This is how it looks. Generally, if you are working with other fabrics, we can use the single lining for the concealing of raw edges towards the neckline and the armholes. See, this was sewn by me long back, 4 years ago it seems. If you observe near the neckline, I have concealed like the normal garment, and if you keenly observe, the raw edges of the neckline is clearly visible through the net. Whereas if you are working with the net, we have to give the double lining, or else you can join the bias. This is 1.5 inches bias. I have folded 1 centimeter in towards wrong side and pressed it. Place it right side of the bias towards the center back. Folding 1 inch to other side, start sewing. With 1 centimeter seaming allowance, start joining the bias with the neckline. As this type of net or the embossed fabrics is difficult to sew, but to make it easily sewn, I'll be showing with this net embossed with the velvet, so that you can easily sew with any type of fabrics confidently. Reaching towards the center back, leave 1 inch extra on the bias. Trim off the extras. Fold this 1 inch to another side and lock it. See, I have joined it. Fold 1/4 inch towards wrong side and give the top stitch. You can clearly see here the concealed raw edges. Now again I'll fold this. If you wish you can give the hand hem, but here I'm giving the top stitch. If you wanna go with the double lining, do the same thing as I've shown. Firstly join the lining with the net, giving the basting stitch to keep in a place. Now on that net place the another lining like this, and so joining the necklines and the armholes, but instead of going with the double lining I'd be using here the bias tapes. I'll also conceal the raw edges of the armholes using the bias tapes. Placing the right side of the bias on the right side of the bodice, start sewing. Now flip quarter inch towards wrong side and give the top stitch. Again fold towards wrong side and give the top stitch. So this is how the raw edges will be concealed. I'm using the silk fabric for the waistband. This is 8 inches in length with the width of 14 inches for the front side, and for the back it's 15 inches in width with the length of 7 inches. Back side you have to prepare 2. I've folded and given the stitch line towards the raw edges, now pulling it out. Once it come out, press it gently so that the underneath seaming allowance will be settled properly for all the 3 bands. Once pressed, it would look like this. This is for the front. Ensure that the sewn line should come in the center towards back. Now place this waistband just leaving half an inch from the waistline. Place it like this and give the top stitch. Before that I'll give the darts towards the front band. Now I'll join the waistband leaving half an inch just below the band, because I would be joining the skirt part to this bodice. The same way join another side. Mark the same distance. Also join the bands towards back side. After joining it would look like this. Now turn towards wrong side and we'll join the sides. You can see the marked line on that I'll be sewing. Ensure the waistbands is overlapped each other, keeping in place like this. Give double stitches for long run. Also overlock or serge it the sides raw edges. This is how it looks towards sides. Now we'll start with the skirt part. This is 66 inches in width with 24 inches in length. I'm using 15 cascading ruffles to join on this net. Each ruffle distance of 4.3 inches. Place the ruffle straightly on the marked line and start sewing. The ruffle should be placed on the right side and you have to sew it towards right side, and the distance between each ruffle is 4.3 inches. The calculation would be of subtract the seaming allowance with the width. You'll get the exact width of the skirt that should be divided by the required number of ruffles. See, on the marked straight line I've joined all the ruffles straightly. Here I'm using net to make it visible. You can work this with any falling fabrics like crepe, chiffon, georgette, silk, lacer and polyester. Whatever is the fabric, the rule is the same. And for the cascading ruffles, you have to overlock or zigzag the raw edges. And for the lining also, I'm taking with the same width of 66 inches with 24 inches in length, because to give much volume to this garment, I'm taking the same width and the length. It's completely optional. You can either decrease or increase the length of the lining. Align the lining with the skirt and give the basting stitch, leaving half an inch. Start sewing. Now you have to place the ruffles standing or vertical position, placing like this, and start sewing the basting stitch. Hold the spool thread with one hand and start pulling the bobbin thread like this to make the gathers. Now you can see I've made the gathers with the required width of 24 inches, which is of the total waist length. Means the gather should be of your waist length, and I've given half an inch extra for the seaming allowance for the joining sides. Now tie the knot of the waistband tightly to keep it away. Now unzip. Place the right side of the bodice on the right side of the skirt part. That means we are joining the waistline of the bodice with the skirt. Ensure the gathers is equally spread. Place right side of the bodice on the right side of the skirt. Keep the zipper away and start sewing with half an inch seaming allowance. Before that, check it once again, and if you are not comfortable, secure with the pins and sew it. Start from the center back with the half an inch seaming allowance. Start sewing. Ensure that the underneath gathers is well settled. Reaching towards sides. Open the seaming allowance like this, just below the waistband, sew it. Once sewn, we have to overlock or serge the raw edges of the waistline and the sides for the professional look. Reaching to another side, lock it. Now we'll check with the zipper that the waistline is equally assembled or not. The joinings of both the sides is equally placed. You can see here. See how pretty it's been aligned, the skirt with the bodice, with the clean and neat finishings. Now turn towards wrong side. I'll also join the zipper 4 inches towards the skirt. Place the zipper wrong side on the skirt. Mark for 4 inches. Start joining. Reaching to the required length, lock it. The same length will mark on another side. Now till this marked red line, I'd be joining the another side skirt. Unzip till the end. Place the zipper wrong side on the right side of the bodice and start sewing. Till the red markings, we have to sew it and lock there. I'm extending the zipper because I've gone for the tight fittings near the waistline. That will make difficult to wear. So to avoid it, I'd be extending the zipper 4 more inches for the easy draping. Underneath this zipper, mark in L shape with 1/4 inch. And now I'll join the net separately and the lining separately. This is underneath the zipper, as I had given the L markings. On the same markings I would be sewing. Firstly I would be joining the net, then the lining. Both will join separately. Now hold the lining towards wrong side. This I am sewing from the hemline towards the zipper. To give the clear understanding, with the 1/4 inch seaming allowance, sew it. Now if you observe, this is just underneath the zipper. Reaching till the zipper marking, turn to another side in the shape of L and sew it. Give double stitches for long run. Now you can see here the L shape underneath the zipper. I'll conceal the raw edges using the overlocking stitch. For the net not required, and for the lining, giving the overlocking stitch. Now on this marked line, I'll give the double stitches to secure. My daughter can't wait to wear it. She's loving like anything. Trim off the extras. And wanna see how it looks? The beautifully designed embossed designer dress is ready to wear with ready-made finishings, inbuilt-in invisible zipper with clean and neater finishings. Isn't it looking amazing? Try this for your little princess. They would love to wear it. The beautiful Cascading Ruffles has turned out pretty beautiful partywear garment. Having any doubts, suggestions, recommendations, do write to me in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Try and share your wonderful experience. Do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe and stay tuned to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.